today, suppose if you want to automate this website, okay, what you need to learn first thing here, first thing is you need to know the HTML, okay, front end application. Okay, if you see any application, right, just you want to see the backend skeleton, okay, how they design this backend. Right click, inspect. See here, this is the HTML. You need to understand this. These are the elements we have. Okay, it is going to start with document type HTML. Then inside this header we have title. Okay, few data types as well, like metadata name. Mostly we are going to check the title tag in header. Then now if you go inside body, here you can see all these elements. See, again we have div. In this div we have complete data. If you expand this, these are the things we have. Okay, now if you expand this header menu, now automobile is there. Like this they designed. See, these are the tags. Under UL we have LI. See, if you place cursor here, right, now on top you can see, okay, for computers you can see it is highlighted on top. See, now I am going to go down here, you can see video is okay. Okay, fine. These are the list of items we have. See, desktop, under computers we have list of items, right? Okay, these are the HTMLs. Okay, based on this our Selenium guys, right, they created some methods. Okay, you can also say this as element locators. Irrespective of your experience, whether you have 2 years, 5 years, 10 years experience, okay, these are the element locators we have here. Majorly ID, name, CSS selector, link text, partial link text, tag name, expert, class name. Total 8 element locators we have. Okay, which is the fastest element locator? How they categorize these elements? Okay, if you see ID, right, name is there, ID is there. Suppose I want to, through automation, I want to click the register button. This is again I am going to open. If you take any application, okay, this is basic. Let's go to Flipkart. Control enter. So suppose, okay, we are going to click on sign in. Right click, inspect. Here also same thing, HTML only. If you see the HTML tag, each and every application they are going to use HTML. We have header tag. Under header tag we have title or not, I don't know exactly here. Yeah, title is there. This is the title. Online shopping sites for mobiles, electronics, furniture. Each and every website, okay, there will be subtitle. You need to understand the HTML. If you take another application, whether I deleted or not. Another simple application is there. I'll show you. Open QA. Yeah, this one. See, this application also they created for demo purpose. Okay, sign in to Pega robotic automation training. This is for sample purpose they created. Now, okay, this is the dummy website. Through automation, right, I am going to enter this URL. it will launch the URL. Then I need to identify the username input field. What are the possible? See, here it is highlighting. Tag name is input. Tag name is input. Now we have different attributes. Why I am saying the attributes? This is one attribute, this is one attribute, this is one attribute, because these are having key value pairs. That's why developers, they defined different attributes. Class equal to input underscore text, name equal to user underscore name, id equal to user underscore name. Like this we have different attributes. Okay. Now if you see, right, which attribute is matching with our locators, id is there, yes, we can use this. Name also there, we can use this. Okay, total 8 options we have. Any one option we can use to identify element, whether it will be like id, name, css selector, link text, partial link text, tag name, xpath, class name. Total 8 we have. Based on the availability attributes, we are going to select any. But here in interview they will ask you which is the fastest element locator. First they will ask you, okay, can you please list down what are the element locators we have, or element identifiers. Okay, same thing. Total 8 element locators we have: id, name, css selector, link text, partial link text, tag name, xpath, class name. Then they will start with which is the fastest element locator. Then you can say id is the fastest element locator. It is the first preference. It is the fastest element locator. If you are using based on id, if you are trying to identify the element, then it will be good. But some scenarios I will tell you where we cannot use ids. Okay, it will change dynamically. Here only alphabets we have, right? We can use here, there is no issue. Whenever you have numeric values in this ids, right, every runtime it will change dynamically. I will show you that as well. I will show you, okay, how to handle that advanced one. RPA challenge. Why it is taking too much? Okay. Okay, see here. Suppose if you want to register any user, here address is there. I am going to identify the address, inspect. Now if you see, address ID is this one. To identify address element, this is the ID. Now we noted, right? Okay, again I am coming here, again I am launching the URL. Just I am doing refresh. Now see, where is this address? Address changed from first place to here. Again, if you try to identify, this is the arrow mark, select this arrow. Then which element you want to identify? Place cursor and click. It will highlight the particular element. Earlier we captured ID, right? Again, I am going to copy paste. For same address only I am taking. See, earlier it was 9E I8E. Now it changed to TNG. Like this every time, right? Whenever you are refreshing or whenever you are launching URL, it is changing dynamically. First time if you take this ID, then try to identify element, yeah, it will be passed. Again, if you are trying to execute the same script with this ID, then it will get failed, because every time you are going to launch, right, every day you need to check whether your automation scripts are working fine. And again I am going to refresh. Now check address. Again UI change, this ID is changed. Like this, when how many times you are going to refresh this page, these element locators will change dynamically. Okay, I will tell you how to handle this while having any numeric values. Okay, see here, how many times I am going to refresh. Here ID is not changing, same thing. Inspect, you will get same thing, user underscore name. Again refresh. Some websites, right, okay, it will be static one. Here this is a little bit advanced one, okay. Here name itself they kept as RPA challenge. Okay, if you are able to automate this form, right, you can automate any application. It is kind of challenge, that's why, okay, they kept as a challenge. This is the advanced one, okay, we'll see later. Now my target is today I'm going to log in by entering username. First I need to open the Chrome browser, enter URL, enter username, enter password, click on sign in button. This is my test case, okay. For this, right, at first I need to check what are the attributes here I am having. Okay, I'm going to first try to capture the locators first. Login page, and for easy identification I am going to keep this username. For username, which one I am having, click this arrow, then place cursor and click this element. Here you can see ID. Copy paste, okay, don't try to write by your own, okay, it is case sensitive. Whatever we have, whether it is uppercase or lowercase, you need to copy paste the same. Now go here, username, ID, like this. I'm going to capture all elements, okay. It will be easy for me to automate. Okay, first I will capture all elements which one I want to automate, then I will try to develop this script. Okay, if you are experienced, right, based on your experience side by side, but don't get confused. Always take first priority, give first priority to identify elements. Okay, then this is the password. For password also I am going to take ID. If you see any numeric values, don't take this that ID, okay, it will create problems. Now what we have, ID, login button. Okay, I already captured objects. Now what is my target? I am going to log in here. Let's start with the new script. I am going to create, okay, tomorrow onwards I will start with test ng. Going forward, we are not going to see any main method. Okay, right click, new class. What is my class name? Login test, login underscore test. For timing today alone, create main method. First, what you need to do at class level, always try to declare the WebDriver, so that if you have 100 methods also, you can reuse this WebDriver driver. What is this? Okay, import this. Then I'm going to write method public static void verify user login. This is my first test case. Okay, test case 1. Yes, first thing, always you need to keep this system dot set property. It will take two string arguments. One is string key, string value. Here key will be WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, because we are going to work with Chrome driver, Chrome browser. That's why I'm writing everything will be in lowercase. Then here you need to give the browser. What is this browser? Right click on properties, copy this path. Okay, if you are going to use this, right, it is going to work for you only. Don't give this full path. Always try to give from project name. This is relative path, right? I am going to define in double quotes, double dot slash. Okay, slash is missing. Okay, now driver equal to, why it is showing error? Because this is a static method. Static methods will only allow static variables. Let me change this as static. Now there is no error. We need to import this. After this, I want to maximize the window. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, like this. After this, we are going to enter URL. Driver dot get method is there. Here in double quotes, you need to give the URL. Always copy paste. Don't try to write. Okay, don't be imagine one. Okay, okay. HTTP without giving this. If you want to give training that open now, let's see what will happen. Without HTTP, if you try to execute this, it will throw exception. It will launch the browser, then it will stop there itself. What is happening? Oh, we need to call, right? Right click, run as Java application. See what it is showing. Oh, the driver executable does not exist because here I did not copy it properly. Okay, I will do one thing. Take this U properties, select this, copy, then double dot. Okay, now we got the exe file. Now try to execute without giving HTTP in URL and see. Okay, yeah, it launched the browser. Now it maximizes the browser as well. It is throwing exception. You can see the exception. What is this exception? Invalid argument. That's why it is not entering URL. If you see here HTTP is missing. That's why. Now try to execute and see. Okay, now it launched the URL. We are able to enter username, password. Already I had taken the locators. Okay, here we have method driver dot find element. Which element? Find element will take by class as argument. By is the class. Okay, whenever you are calling find element method, it will return web element. This method related to the web driver. That's why here we can see this method find element method belongs to the web driver. Okay, sometimes in the interview they want to confuse you. Okay, they will ask you, okay, can you please list down few web driver methods? You need to say this: get method, find element, then maximize window. Here it will take by class, by dot. See here, total 8 element locators we have. ID, whenever you are calling ID, each and every element locator, it will take double quotes only. See, driver dot find element by dot name, driver dot find element by dot class name, driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, driver dot find element. Any one we can use based on the HTML skeleton availability. Link text by dot partial link text, driver dot find element by dot xpath, driver dot find element. You need to remember this. You need to practice well, then only you can able to remember this locators by dot tag name. Irrespective of your experience, whether you have 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, this is basic question in Selenium. Okay, now I am going to add block comment, commented everything. If it is single line means I can add double slash. Now I am going to add the comment to multiple lines. That's why I am going to use shortcut. Here see, you can see the shortcut as well. Control shift slash, control shift forward slash, backward slash, like this you can use. If you want to remove, yes, you can remove like this. Now here I don't have any issues with IDs. I am going to automate this using ID. Driver dot find element by dot ID dot. What we need to do after identify element, you need to enter the data. If you see here, this is not send case method, not related to WebDriver. It is related to web element. Okay. Why we are using send case method? You want to enter some data. What is the username? Here I will give Ravi at the rate of admin. Already we captured ID, right? I just copy this ID. Keep it. Then password also. It is in input field, right? Input field means you need to use send case method. By that ID. Dot send case. Again username. Let's take this. Always copy paste. Okay. Don't think that okay. It should be uppercase, lowercase. Don't guess and type by your own. Always copy paste. This is dummy website, right? You can give anything. Okay. Now I entered username. I entered a password. Then now I need to click on login button. This is sign in button. For that already we captured this locator ID. Copy this driver dot find element by dot ID dot generally button, right? What we are going to perform action on button, we are going to perform click action. Okay. If it is username, right, input field, we are going to use send keys method to enter data. Now we are going to perform click action because it is a button. Let's try to execute and see whether it is working or not. Run as Java application. See, it is opening browser. It entered URL, then entered username. Yeah, login successful. Okay. Now if you see, your test case also pass because login successful. Like this, we are going to identify the element locators. For understanding element locators, you need to understand the HTML skeleton here. Close this, right click, inspect, click on inspect. Okay. Now which element you want to identify? Click this arrow, left side, click this arrow and move the cursor where you want to, which element you want to identify. Place cursor on that particular element, then click that. Now you see it is highlighted. This is the HTML for this. If you want to copy, you can copy this copy outer HTML. Let's see whether it will copy everything or not. Yeah, it copied everything. Input, tag name, Then we have different attributes as well. Everything it is copied. Okay, now you can see which one I can take. Like ID is there. Let's take this ID because we don't have any numeric value. There is no chance of changing in runtime. If it is having input field, numeric values, right? There is a chance of changing dynamically. That's why we are going to use ID because there is no chance to change here. Okay, if you notice here, name also there. See, name also there. Let's try with name. Okay, name also same is there. Okay, instead of ID, I am going to change here. By that ID, I will give name. Password. Let me check password as well. See, user underscore pass. Name also same is there or not? Yeah, same is there. Name also. Let me change this as for login button. I want to see is the name available or not. See, for login button, name is not available. I can't use. If I try to use name, it will throw exception because we don't have any attributes. We don't see any name attribute here for login button. This is developers. Okay, which they want to keep ID. Some developers they won't use ID as well. Simply they will even they don't even keep this class name. Okay, name type. Simply they will give tag name with some text. That's it for some elements. Okay, it is difficult to identify. Main thing in Selenium, right? You need to know how to identify element. That is the secret of Selenium. If you are good in identifying, then you can work in any projects. Now see, okay, I updated to name. Try to execute and see. It is identified username. Yeah, fine. It entered a password as well. That is also fine. Then it is not clicking sign in button. What is the issue here? Test case is failed. What is the exact issue? Let's scroll up. And also in interviews, right? Okay, frequently what kind of exceptions you will see at the time of execution? You need to remember this exception. If you see this, no such element, okay, no such element exception because we are trying to identify the element using name, but name is not available for this element. That's why it is unable to identify the element. That's why it is throwing exception. Again, go and check. Okay, here what else I can use? ID alone, nothing is their option. Otherwise, you need to build the XPath. Okay, I will now at this point I don't want to tell you XPath. Upcoming classes I will tell you how to build the XPath. This is ID only. Let's change this ID. Okay, be careful while using. If you miss single letter also it won't work. Okay, if you are removing underscore also it won't work. Now right click, run as Java application and see. Yeah, login successful. Now we navigate to the home page. Once user login, here we can see the welcome Ravi at the rate of the admin. This is the username I entered. See, if you want to sign out here, like these are the modules we have. Home is one module, products, order, shipping, stores, inventory. These are the different modules we have. Okay. Here we have drop downs as well, where we can see multiple options. See, seasonings, we can see these are the options. If you place cursor right, just I am doing mouse over. We need to write code for mouse over as well. This is not normal cake. If you click right, it will go to product space. Okay, our requirement we need to perform mouse over, then we need to click on seasonings like this. Here also just to place cursor. Now here we have option to create new user. Okay, you want to create new user? Yes, you can do. See, these are mandatory fields. Just red line it is highlighting, because without these mandatory fields, you cannot able to create user. First name, yeah, Ravi. Last name, then Ravi. This is dummy website. You can do anything with this website. For testing purpose, they created. At the rate of gmail.com. Add user. See, after adding user, you need to verify this particular user is added or not. You need to write validation for each and every test case. Validations are very important. At least one validation you need to keep for simple test case. If it is complex test case, we are going to add multiple validations. Here I want to add multiple validations. After mouse over, I am going to check whether users option is there or not. If it is available, then I am going to click this. Then you need to ensure it is navigated to the users. You need to verify this text. Then add user. Add user. These are the mandatory fields. Without this, we are not going to add. Then remove user. Okay, add, delete. Here we don't have option to edit. Okay, create customer. Yes, we have option. Click on customer. Account number. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is the one I created earlier. Ravi Kumar. Testing. Okay. He's my old student. He's practicing. See, this is the old one which I created. Just to remove. If you want to edit, you can edit as well. I want to change this account number. Account number is not editable. Phone number. Okay, recently I changed my phone number. I can update the phone number. I can update my email ID. This is for edit option. I want to change now as platinum. It is the advanced level. Address also, if I'm changing address, I can change this address. Then click on save. Like this. Add, edit, then delete. These are the options mandatory in automation testing. Sometimes they will tell you scenario. Okay, can you open notepad and try to write the code, which I have on login page. There I have username, password, login button. I need to click. They want to see how you are good in writing coding. Okay, I'm going to start here. System.set property. Key will be webdriver.chrome.driver. You need to practice like this. Okay, then exe file path, chrome driver .exe. Then WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver. If you copy paste this, it should work. Okay, they will expect like that. Find elements by dot id, where you need to start with caps, where you need to give the small, because see, by is the class. We have static methods inside by class. These are the static methods. How can we access static method? Directly with the class name. See here, these are the predefined methods we have. That's why directly with class name we can access these methods. See, S symbol is there. S means static. These are the static methods we have. This is the class. This is the advantage. Okay. In by class, they design in such a way that okay, these are the static methods. Without creating object, directly we can call with class name. ID user underscore. These locators, okay, no need to remember. You need to capture based on the given website. Same, everything will be there. Copy paste driver dot find element. Only thing you need to know where you need to give the caps letter send keys method, then login underscore button.